Lee Miller, co-CEO of one of the largest law firms in the world, DLA Piper, joins us at the HT Leadership Summit from Chicago to talk to us about prospects of doing business in India. Lee, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So you're no stranger to India. You've been here before.
I have been here.
And DLA Piper has done business, the Coal India IPO. Tell us, aside from the summit, what brings you here and if there are any other transactions that you're working on.
We continue to try and learn about the emerging markets across the world, and the only way you can really learn about them is to meet the people, to meet the business leaders, to meet the law firm leaders, and to really become part of the culture. And that's really what we've tried to do as a law firm. And so being on the ground and meeting the people, even though we would never have an office here, we're not having an office here, and we comply with the regulatory rubric, it's really important to see that and to actually touch it.
Can you talk a little bit about what you learned from the Coal India IPO?
Well, not necessarily specifically from that, but I guess the answer to your question is we learned about collaboration, and one of the things that's been a hallmark with our firm is the ability to collaborate across the world. And we worked with an Indian firm, and we did it jointly. And in each one of the matters we've done, you get the benefit of the local talent, and you combine that with our lawyers, and I think at the end of the day, you end up with a better product. It also builds bonds. That's sort of, someone asked me the question about how we integrate a 4,400 person law firm by collaborative work, by getting people to work together, by getting people to work with clients around the world. That is a perfect illustration of that, where several people from several different offices work with an Indian firm on a matter here and brought the benefit of everybody's expertise and cultural abilities.
Now, the entry of foreign law firms into India is a very hot debate right now. What's the sense that you get when you speak to law firms and to lawyers about what they're feeling about it?
It's gotten quieter recently. Our feeling in a lot of different jurisdictions, I'll go particularly with India, is that we'll comply with whatever regulatory regime is in existence in those entities or countries. And as it evolves, we'll evaluate what to do in that case.
Generally speaking, what are some challenges you face working in foreign countries?
It's a really good question. Really to understand the methodology of doing business, and to really understand the culture. And at the seminar I'm attending now, a lot of emphasis is on really not trying to reformat the culture, but really understand the culture, work with the culture, and then move from there to the next level.
And specifically in India, what kind of legal opportunities do you see here, and what are your views on it in general?
I think that there are huge opportunities here. I think in the educational field, we've got a lot of experience. All of us have a problem in the delivery of educational services across the globe, and how do you deal with the population and the expansion of the population here. Particularly, you have 1.2 billion people, and you have a huge middle class and growing economy. How do you give them access to education? How do you do that?
Greatly. Thanks so much for joining us.
Enjoyed.